Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Kotobukiya Star Wars ArtFX Plus Royal Guard 2-Pack. That's right, Kotobukiya's ArtFX Plus line continues, so that you can add even more characters to your Star Wars shelf. So the Star Wars Royal Guard 2-Pack comes in the same style black packaging that we've seen all of the other ArtFX Plus figures come in. It's just a full box that has an image of the two characters right there on the front, along with the Star Wars logo. And then the back side of the box gives us some information on the Royal Guards and shows off some of the display options for the statues within. Alright, so, removing these Royal Guards from the box, there is some minor assembly required. If you've ever picked up any of Kotobukiya's ArtFX Plus statues before, you pretty much know exactly what to expect here. The good thing with the Royal Guards is there is very little to actually assemble on these guys, but in case you need it, there is a sheet of included instructions that will help guide you through the process. Now, the only thing you actually really need to assemble on these guys is their feet. The 2 feet are individual on there. They just pop right into place via the little sockets on the bottom of the figures. And then the only other part that you really need to attach are the batons, which can just be held in their right hands, which are sticking out from underneath their robes. They just kind of fit right into the hands, nestled snugly on there, and they just kind of sit in place. They don't snap in or anything like that. They just kind of sit there, but you don't have to worry about them falling over or anything like that. They hold very nice and firm. So once you get it all assembled, they're ready to be displayed. Now the great thing is that all of these figures do include their very own square black magnetic base. So since there are 2 figures in this set, there are 2 bases included. These are magnetic, and as you saw on the feet, you probably noticed that there are 2 little pieces of metal on the bottom of the feet. Now those little magnets will stick nice and firm to the black display base. And the great thing about this is since there's no pegs on there, you can actually display these anywhere you want to on these black bases. That way if you want to display both Royal Guards standing kind of close together on one base, you can do that, or you can have them individual on their own bases. Now the great thing with the ArtFX Plus line is that these are pre-painted kits, so there's no modeling skills or gluing or painting or anything like that required. They're already beautifully painted and ready to be displayed once you snap them all together there. So let's take a look at the details on the Royal Guard. Now these guys are very well known for their very bright, distinct red robes that they wear. These are the guys that normally follow around the Emperor or Darth Vader. They're kind of like the elite guard. You can see they got some great sculpts going on there. One of the great things about the paint job is you'll notice that the helmet that they're wearing is kind of this very bright, very shiny red, as if it's a harder, maybe like a plastic type helmet that they're wearing. And then the robes are colored a little softer, that way they look a little more cloth-like, and they've got great sculpted detail there where you can see that they're kind of flowing. You got lots of wrinkles and folds. Looks like they're really laying across their bodies there. So it's very lifelike, very realistic, and there's some great shading and detail going on there, so it's not just a solid red. There's a lot of depth added to it that really makes them pop and stand out. So you can see on the right hand side there, one of the arms is slightly sticking out of the robe, where you can see the dark red glove and the sleeve of the shirt that he's wearing underneath. This is the arm that of course holds that baton that we placed in there earlier, which has got some nice detailing as well. It's a very metallic silver, it's got some black on the handles there, and it looks great once it's positioned in the Royal Guard's hand, where they're standing at attention, ready to protect the Emperor. Now both figures in this set are identical in sculpt, so there's no difference between the 2 figures. But what's really great about these guys is how awesome they look when they're posed, especially if you match these up with any of the already existing ArtFX Plus figures. Put this with Darth Vader and some of the Stormtroopers, and you have one incredibly cool Imperial display for your shelf. So there you go, guys. There is a look at the Kotobukiya Royal Guard 2-Pack, part of the Star Wars ArtFX Plus line. For more information on Kotobukiya and all of their products, including the Star Wars ArtFX Plus line, you can visit them online at www.kotous.com. You can also like them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kotobukiya. Until next time.